right? Or, okay, I'll give you a simpler example because a lot of your listeners are in schoolgoers, right? You take an exam paper, you look at a score,
yes,
78 upon 100, are you so happy? Until you notice your friend got 91 upon 100. And all of a sudden, that 78 sucks.
Yeah.
That's the obvious thing about comparison. Comparison kills joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy. In fact, the
Absolutely,
research... See, it's crazy because, in fact, what you talked about is also research in when people get their bonuses. And it's exactly what when someone else gets a higher bonus, all of a sudden their bonus doesn't seem. But if they get a lower bonus, but they're the highest in that department, then they feel great. Yeah,
it sucks. And that's even the people that feel great. I'm sorry for you because your basis is wrong. That there's two ways to be the tallest building, right? Number one is to be the tallest building, or number two is to destroy all the other tall buildings. I want to share a parable with you, which I think will help everyone listening to this because that parable helped me a lot. Right? So this is a parable. Parable is like a story with a hidden lesson. The talent is called the 5 talent.
Sure.
So one day, the master is about to leave home to a far, far away land, and he called his 3 servants. The first servant, he gave him 1 talent. Right? In the olden days, talent represents your gold, right? Your wealth. And then the second servant, he gave 2 talents. And the third one, he gave, I think it was 5 talents. He said, my faithful servants, go and multiply it, right? Take care of it. The first servant was very afraid of losing that 1 talent, so he buries it under the ground. The second and the third servant did everything they can to grow that talent. One day when the master came back, went to the first servant and said, so what do you do with the talent I gave you? He said, master, I was so afraid that I'll lose it. I was afraid you will scold me. I hide the talent underground. Nah, this is that 1 talent. And the master was furious. He said, you wasted that talent. You could have grown the talent. You hid it underground. With that, whatever that you hide, I'm going to take it away from you. So he took that 1 talent that he hid in the ground. Went to the second guy, and the second guy said, oh, master, you know what? You gave me 2 talents. I grew that 2 talents. Now I got 4 talents. And he said, well done. I'll give you 1 extra talent. The third one says, master, you gave me 5. I grew 10. He said, well done. You are my good, loyal, and faithful servant. Now, by the way, he said the exact same thing. You are good and loyal, faithful servant to the guy that grew from 2 to 4. What's the lesson? Number 1, the talent represents everything that you've been given. What do you do with it? Do you hide it? Because you are fearful of how people might think about you, or you're fearful that that people will judge you, or you use the talent for good and you grow it. And guess what? You notice the master gave the same compliment to the second guy and the third guy. The master never go, I give you 2, you become 4. That guy got 5, become 10.
Yeah.
The master was equally happy because every one of us are given different talents. You don't have to compare. The only thing you need to compare is what have you done with it. If you want to compare, I'll let you compare. Compare you with the old you. As long as you grow, you improve, you have evolved, that's real change. Right? People play their own games and battles. People run their own races. It's not for you to judge and compare.
No, I've heard that story so many times. I think it's from the scripture as well,
yes.
Right? But this is hands down the most impactful anybody has ever shared that story.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because it impacted me.
Yeah, because the essence is there. It's just
so no longer do I go like when I produce a video and I look at somebody else, produce another video and it was so good.
Yeah.
That's his talent. God gave him more. But God is fair, man. So everybody has different talents. Yeah. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what's your faith. At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, did you make full use of everything that's given to you? That's the most important question to ask.